I'm attorney Justin Clark. Coming up just ahead on You Have Real Estate, everyone seems to be going through a career change right now. Is a career in real estate in your future, or maybe you're already an agent? You want to become a better one, making more money? It's just ahead. It's You Have Real Estate. If you've been threatened by the IRS, you're not helpless. I'm attorney Justin Clark. You have the power to fight wage garnishments and to fight levies on your account. Call me now for a free consultation or visit youhavepower.com and take back control of your life.
This is a special offer from IQ Power Solar.
Stop paying high electric bills with a solar power system from IQ Power Solar. And now it's never been easier. IQ Power Solar can give you immediate electric bill relief right now when you go solar. IQ Power Solar will reimburse you for your very next electric bill. Plus, if you're a first responder, IQ Power Solar will pay your program payment for the rest of the year. Call 407-585-1018 now or visit iqpowersolar.com.
Welcome to You Have Real Estate with me, attorney Justin Clark. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, seasoned investor, looking to sell your home, or even a renter, this next 30 minutes is designed just for you. Think of it like hitting multiple open houses, all from your living room, but with my attorney advice throughout the way. Any questions whatsoever, I have the phone number on the screen. It's 407-205-0400. If you want to start the house hunt this weekend, you will need to get pre-approved. Dallas Lehman with You Have Mortgages standing by to get you pre-approved right now at that very same phone number, 407-205-0400. Great show for you today. You will not want to miss a single second. But first, the opening statement. The opening statement is brought to you by my good friends at IQ Power Solar. As you know, I went solar last year. I'm saving $400 a month on my electricity bill. In the summertime, $400. Also, when I did my taxes this year, I was going to have to write a check to the IRS for $10,000. Because of the tax credit, I wrote them a check for exactly zero. Stephen Bader, how did we do it?
This new program offers you a 40-year transferable warranty on the product, their performance, the workmanship, the labor. That is the best warranty that's ever been flirted with in this sector, ever, hands down, right? We're giving you a production guarantee. If we promise it's going to produce something and it produces less, we'll cut you a check for the difference. We're giving you a home value increase guarantee. If we tell you that it's going to increase your home value $23,000 and the appraiser is stuck at 20, we cut you a check for the difference, okay? Trade-in program. In 10 years, if you want a cool new system or you want to add stuff up, you have loyalty credits to where you have 50% of your system. If you spent 40 grand, you have $20,000 to trade in and trade up, okay? If you move, if you sell the house, the credits stay with the homeowner, not the home. So if you don't trade up, you sell the house and you move to a new home, you have those credits to go to a new system on a new home, right? And if you move into a house that's not qualified for solar, you can then get cash back instead of a trade up. So we spent 4 years developing this program. Customer loyalties for add-ons. You want to add a battery later. You want to add a new water heater. You just got a pool. You want to add solar pool heat. You can literally do this with no cost if you're in our customer loyalty program. And most importantly, if you spent $35,000 today and you go through our program, on the 15th year, if you haven't used any credits or anything like that, we will cut you a check for the entire cost of your system.
I can't think of a better time than now to save money, save the environment, and you can do so at 407-205-0400.
I'm here every Saturday with our team to bring you everything you need now for your best opportunity. A last gasp moratorium extension was just announced and not everyone will qualify. The important facts in this news are: 1, you should begin today to refinance to a historic low rate as you exit forbearance. And 2, there will be new housing inventory available once the moratorium ends for home buyers. Your best opportunity is now. Call today. Your Under One Roof team is always here for you.
A lot of people are changing careers right now, more so than ever. I was doing the story on the radio today. Police officers leaving like crazy, restaurant workers leaving like crazy, and even bankers are leaving their jobs like crazy. I think what's happening is people are going back to work and they don't want to see that boss again. They've been enjoying working from home. They're like, I can't stand to see that guy again. what about real estate? A lot of people have been asking me, should I become a real estate agent? Should I become a realtor? We're going to answer that question. Is being a real estate agent something good for you? Also, I know there are a lot of realtors and real estate agents out there that watch this show. Today's show is designed to make you a better agent and make you more money. And we're going to answer those questions by asking real questions. Every weekend here on the show, we ask real questions to the truly trend-setting people in Central Florida's real estate community. Very happy today to be joined by return visitor, good friend, Vivian Lehman. Hello, Vivian. How are you?
Hello.
And for the first time ever, the big man himself, the CEO of Aura, Cliff Long is here. Welcome to the show, buddy. How are you?
Thank you very much. I'm super excited.
We're happy to have you. Now, I got to tell you, Cliff, you have a bigger posse with you today than any guest we've ever had, I think. So I knew you were important coming in, but then when I see all your team here, I know you're important.
Hey, listen, we roll deep. The association, we represent 20,000 members.
Wow.
And we don't want to miss a second. We don't want to miss a moment. We don't want to miss an opportunity to represent our realtors. And so the marketing team is here with me today, and they are ready to rock and roll. We're here to support you. Let's make it happen.
Orlando Regional Realtors Association, Aura, as most of us know it. What is that?
Well, it's the Association of Realtors that's preeminently here in Central Florida. We are 20,000 strong, 20,000 realtors, 20,000 members. We're the largest association of anything in Central Florida. And to give you an idea of our size, we are, the National Association of Realtors is the largest trade association in the world.
Really?
The Orlando Regional Realtor Association is the 7th largest association within the largest trade association in the world. Our organization rocks and rolls. We are larger in terms of size and realtors than many major cities. We're larger than Chicago, larger than Los Angeles, larger than Atlanta, larger than just about most of the major markets around us.
Is there a big national convention that we go to every year?
Absolutely. This year it's coming up in November. Man, you can play softball all day long.
Is that right?
It's coming up in November in beautiful San Diego, California.
Oh, my goodness.
Over 20 to 30,000 realtors will descend in San Diego for the annual convention. You don't want to miss it.
20 to 30,000 real estate agents, realtors, quite a party, I imagine.
It's always a party.
Yeah. What is the difference in realtor versus real estate agent? And please, for once in our lifetime, is it realtor? Help us understand how to say it the right way.
Well, let's go to the beginning.
All right.
There is no such thing as a realtor. Okay, it's not a 3-syllable word.
Yeah.
It's realtor. Realtor. And now, a real estate agent is simply someone who is licensed to buy and sell or transact real estate in their state. A realtor is a dues-paying member of the National Association of Realtors, and unlike other agents, they have sworn to uphold a code of ethics. This means that we are focused on the consumers not being hurt in the transaction. Very similar to members of the bar. Very similar to doctor and their Hippocratic oath. Realtors are here to serve, not make money off people.
So let's say I'm buying or selling a house and I'm deciding on which real estate agent to use. Do you recommend that I go with someone who is a realtor?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Again, you don't want to be hurt in the transaction. Think about it this way. You wouldn't go to court without a lawyer. And you certainly wouldn't have surgery without a doctor. Why would you buy or sell your home without a realtor? Someone who is invested in making sure that you're not hurt in the transaction.
Right.
They have sworn themselves to a code of ethics that makes sure that that happens.
Let's get to what I started with in the opening statement. A lot of you are thinking about changing careers, or you've changed careers, and you think that this real estate seems so easy. And I assure you it's not. And Vivian will tell you about that in a second. It takes hard work, but you're right. You don't necessarily have to clock in at 8 o'clock, clock out at 5 p.m. You don't necessarily have to deal with a boss. It can be a great career. A lot of people, Cliff, changing careers right now. What do you think about changing careers into real estate?
I think that real estate is one of the most productive and promising careers that you could possibly take a look at. Listen, real estate has made more millionaires in this country than any other type of investment. It always performs. But I did not say everyone is cut out to be a realtor. Only the strong survive. If you've got a dynamic personality, if you've got great work ethic, if you love being your own boss, and if you're willing to invest in yourself then this is going to be the profession for you.
Right. Hey, what do you think about the Central Florida area for realtors? Is this a great place to be? Is it booming? What's going on here?
En fuego, caliente, on fire. There is no better place to sell real estate. Central Florida right now in a down economy. 1,000 people per week moving into this area. That's 1,000 opportunities every Sunday for you to realize your dream. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. If you can feel that, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else other than Central Florida right now. Amen.
Real estate as a side hustle. What do you think?
Well, real estate, again, that depends on your hustle. Hustle sold separately, my brother. Many people can buy and sell real estate on the side, but you had to have those attributes coming in the game. You had to be a winner. You had to be that type of person. Other than that, there's no such thing as a secret agent. James Bond was the last secret agent. If you ain't gonna sell out to the profession, don't get in the profession.
Right.
That's how I feel. But that special person every now and then can pull it off as a side hustle, but they came to the table with attributes that other people don't normally have.
Yeah. Vivian, let me bring you into the conversation here. You've been in real estate for quite a number of years. I won't mention the amount of years. By the way, happy 30th anniversary to you in Dallas. That was pretty awesome.
Yes.
Looked like an awesome,
Thank you.
30 years is a long time, but
Yeah.
you two deserve it for sure. What makes a great and successful agent?
Work ethic and organization. You don't know how important that is. I mean, you've got to plan your day, or it'll plan you, honestly.
Yeah. All right, so I'm watching the show right now. I hate my boss. I know I'm going through a career change. How do I know I have the right qualities to be an agent?
I think you have to take what you're doing in your work life, and if you're good at what you do, you can certainly translate it into what we do on a daily basis. Yeah. Again, it's organization. And there's no reason why you can't have a full-time job and do this. I have an agent that works for me now. He has a full-time job. He probably makes more than some of the agents that don't have a full-time job.
Is that right?
It's all about work ethic.
And a lot of people, you think that it's easy being an agent. Oh, you just go show some houses on Saturday and Sunday and it's a party the rest of the week. It's not. Well, I mean, if you want to make any money, I assure you the whole week is not a party.
And
it takes...
For me, it's like, what weekend?
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
I don't have a weekend.
I know. So, but tell me about the life of a successful agent.
I think you are on your phone 24/7, whether it's texting, emailing, talking. I have to answer every single phone call.
Right.
It could be anybody, you know. So I get the spams all the time. I answer it.
Yeah. What about this? So I've sort of noticed at times that there are buyer's agents and listing agents. Mm-hmm. I know we can all do both, but it seems like, especially listing agents, want to only focus on listing. Why is that?
Well, listings will also bring you buyers because you have people calling off your signs. So that's why I think a lot of agents do gravitate towards just being a listing agent. But then if they build a team, they might have buyer agents that work for them to help that process. And it builds from there.
Cliff, let me bring you back in here for a second. A lot of agents watch the show. They know what Aura is. Maybe they're not a member right now. What is a good reason as an agent for me to join Aura, and what support do you provide for your realtors?
Well, we provide a lot. First of all, one of the chief reasons that I ask them to come and give back is it's the association of realtors. It's not the association of staff. Mm-hmm. It's not the association of other people. It's your association. And just give back to us 1 hour a month. Volunteer, be a part of a committee, and give back. And what you will get is opportunities like you wouldn't believe. A great example is our Government Affairs Committee. If you participate on our Government Affairs Committee, by the time you've done a year, you've met just about every elected official there is to meet. Mm-hmm. If you build a relationship with that official, let me just help you parlay that into getting on planning and zoning. Well, if you're on planning and zoning, then you know where developing is happening. If you know where developing is happening, then all of a sudden, you're making money. So Aura can give back to you in so many different ways. We also handle keys. We handle lock boxes. We handle arbitrations. We handle grievances. There'll be a point in time, if you're really doing this thing right, at some point, a transaction is not going to go your way. You're going to need to either do arbitration or have a grievance. You're going to need to come down to the association. You need to know the processes of what happens. There will come a time, if you run enough transactions through the system, you will come and see me at some point in time. That's just a few of the reasons. Then there's the PAC. Realtors Political Action Committee. This is how we make sure that people get elected to office who understand what you do for a living. You don't want someone to get elected and the first thing they do is say, well, we're going to get ready to tax commission, or or get banks in real estate. You don't want that. People never ask, why is it that I can just put a yard sign in any yard I want to across Central Florida, when clearly there are covenants and laws and zoning that said you can't? The PAC fought that battle for you long before you ever dreamed about getting your license. We've cleared hurdles and cleared paths for realtors and communities so that you can be successful. That's what the association does for you.
Right. And you, it's the Orlando Regional, obviously. What area do you actually cover?
Predominantly Orange and Seminole County. However, we've grown so fast. Our fastest growing secondary member is Miami members.
Really?
There's a large influx of Miami members who are coming to buy and sell property in Central Florida. So although my charter says I have Orange and Seminole County, we've grown well beyond that.
Gotcha. You're CEO, big position. What prepared you for this? What was your life like before?
Prior to this, I was a spokesperson with Governor Bush in the Bush administration under Gallagher, and I handled outreach in the community.
Wow.
And then Gallagher kept me, and I went to CFO Alex Sink, and Alex Sink kept me, and I went to Atwater. And at that point, all the governors I served under, each one of them kept me because I learned how to avoid politics and just do the job, never veer to the left or veer to the right, stay right in the center, and worry about, feeding my family.
Right.
Well, as I moved, eventually I worked with realtors on the other side when I was serving in the state, and I developed relationships. And the realtors reached out and said, hey, would you be interested in coming over and doing government affairs for us? So I took over as a lobbyist working for realtors years ago, and eventually the CEO there in that association retired. The board asked me to step up. I did, and I've now been the CEO of 3 different associations.
Unbelievable. New headquarters I saw is going up there in Orlando.
We are building the Taj Mahal.
Is that right?
For realtors. Yes, we are 100 years old this year, and one of the markers of that 100th anniversary is we broke ground on a 45,000 square foot building that will be directly across from Fields BMW. So it's going to be a testament to 100 years of realtors, 100 years of real estate. It will be a beautiful building. You will want to be there. It will have a television studio for our people. It's going to have meeting rooms. It's going to be something, a lot of people, let me just give kudos to the realtor members. Many people choose the hot area, the popular area. When we were searching for our building, we could have gone out to Dr. Phillips. We could have moved out at Millennia. We could have gone anywhere in Central Florida. But what we did was we reinvested in the community we were in. We didn't, gentrification is not something that will happen in that community. We reinvested on Lee Road in unincorporated Orange County, and home values will go up because the realtors stayed there and built in the community instead of taking away from it.
Wow. Vivian, from an agent perspective, what benefit do you get from joining Aura? Maybe there's a realtor out there who is not joined, or a real estate agent, I should say. What benefit from the agent in the trenches?
I think the biggest benefit is access to the MLS. Obviously, we have real-time information on listings.
Yeah.
In addition to that, I think it's all the information we get, whether it's demographics, whether it's stats. I mean, that's really important in our business.
Sure. What is going on out there? I hear everyone's telling me something different. It's still super hot, or some people are saying calming down just a little bit. What's up with real estate?
I thought it was calming down just a little bit, and I just put a home on the market last week down by Florida Mall, and I got 14 offers in one day. One day.
Wow. What's the record for you?
That one. And I thought it was cooling.
Really?
Yeah.
That is awesome.
And are they still doing these escalation clauses and
Yes.
basically fighting over this real
Absolutely.
estate? What is that
Yeah.
escalation clause? I keep hearing about it. I want to make sure I understand.
So escalation clause is basically you saying, I'm willing to go up a certain amount over and above somebody else's, but you have to put a cap on it too, because of course it could go and go. But then you run into the house isn't going to appraise. But if somebody's willing to pay the difference, that's their call.
Right.
Honestly.
So let's say you have 14 offers. Can I have multiple people who have an escalation clause there?
Yeah, I mean,
Really?
yeah, absolutely. I had 2 that had escalation, but then it kind of boiled down to, okay, which ones are cash, which are financing, and that plays a big part in it.
Cliff, what are your members telling you about the market currently?
That it's on fire.
Really?
Yes. They started off in the very beginning, complaining about this, complaining about that. And here's what we have to tell them. I look at them and I say, iron sharpens iron. Okay, but nobody wants to see the sparks. And anytime you have people out there with buyers and people with sellers in an aggressive market, there's going to be sparks. Let the market work itself out. And that's what's been happening in Central Florida. The market is working itself out. It's still on fire, but it's, some people say it's calming down, some people say it's not. But the fact is the members now, 2 months in, know how to handle those transactions. Remember when we were going through the situation in 2005, 6, 7, 8, 9, people didn't know how to do the short sales.
Yeah.
And so it was so much frustration around the short sale process. Now, nobody's worried about the short sale process. They know how to do it. They're patient with it. REOs, the market will work itself out if you allow it to, and that's what's happening right now in Central Florida.
Yeah, completely agree. It's certainly a crazy market, certainly a time where you don't want to do this on your own right now. If you're buying or selling, you need a great realtor by your side, no doubt about it. All right, so I think we answered your question about you're trying to change careers. Should I become a real estate agent, a realtor, or not? I think you need to be self-driven, self-motivated. Anyone can, all you got to do is take a test. It's not that bad. But I imagine, want to make money to support your family is why you're changing jobs. You need to make sure you're self-motivated. You need to make sure that you are a hard worker. Do not think this is going to be easy. It's going to take some time, but I think you can do it. All right, so what we haven't addressed yet is how do I become a better realtor? How do I make more money as a realtor? Any advice for your members?
Well, this is where I start to deflect and defer.
Yeah.
Listen to your broker. Every realtor, every real estate agent, doesn't matter where you are, who you are, you must work for a broker.
Yeah.
And choose a company with a history of success. Choose a company with a broker that can show you that they have a record of success. That's going to be my advice to you. I won't get into recommending companies because we don't do that. The association is Switzerland. We support everyone. But I will tell you that the broker matters, the company matters, and you want to make sure that you choose the company that's best suited for you. That will be the advice that I give, and I'm going to stick there.
And good answer, Vivian. I know you know a little bit about this too. Being a broker, you have agents that work for you. When you first become an agent or a realtor, the biggest decision you have to make is where you hang your license. What broker are you going to hang your license with? And one of the big questions is, what cut do I have to give that broker? Any advice on that?
And that's where a lot of different brokers have different kind of compensation plans.
Yeah.
So you might have somebody that doesn't really offer you a lot, but they're going to give you 100% commission. They'll just charge you on a transaction fee. Every broker is different, and you kind of have to interview a couple just to see what fits you the best way. Maybe you like to work out of your house. You don't like to go into the office all the time. Your experience. I want a bigger cut. That all goes into play.
Do you have a certain number that you wouldn't go to? I've heard some people that go 60 agent, 40 broker. Is that too much?
I think sometimes that's too much to the broker. It all depends on what you're getting from the broker.
But what you got a copy machine? So a broker that really is doing a good job for their agents, especially young agents, what are you doing for me?
Well, the young agents need a lot of mentoring, and that's where you go into, whether it's a broker or whether you've got team members that'll help that person mentor, that goes all into it. And if that team member's mentoring, they're going to want a percentage of that too. So again, that 60-40 might be a little bit too much, or it might not.
So I want to chime in right here.
Sure.
Vivian just did something that was masterful. I was sitting here cringing. Because of Sherman antitrust, we don't discuss commissions.
Oh, yeah.
And I was waiting to not have to give the disclaimer that we do not discuss commission. And she masterfully wove her way through that, and she did not do it. I'm so proud of you. But the commission and the commission split, that's between you and the broker, and that's something that we just don't get into.
Yeah, I got you. I understand. So, all right, so are they going to feed me leads?
It depends.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It depends.
Are there any brokers out there that will feed me leads somehow?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. And then again, if they're feeding you leads, maybe they'll take a bigger cut.
What kind of, let's say I'm a new agent thinking about changing careers, do I need to sign a contract with that broker? I think this is an important question that I want to answer. We'll stay away from commission.
They're independent contractors. They are not employees.
Okay.
So they strictly work on their own, absolutely.
And do these agents come to the office often? Are they mostly working from home? What is that lifestyle like?
I think with COVID, I think you have a lot more people working from home. They're doing more Zoom calls with the offices, and so, yeah.
Gotcha. MLS, you were talking about MLS. You get it by joining the Orlando Regional Realtor Association.
It's a benefit, but you actually pay separately. They're not part of your dues, but you do pay separately for MLS. Yeah.
How much power does ORA have when it comes to regulation of realtors?
Regulation of realtors.
Earlier you said that you do arbitrations and things. I didn't quite understand that. I want to make sure I get
it. Well, what we offer is one of the nation's best self-governing systems.
Okay.
When a consumer has been hurt, they can reach out to the association, and we want to hear it. We can give that consumer, or we can give other realtors, the ability to file a grievance. And a realtor can be found, guilty or in violation of many of the ethics, one of the more chapters of the Code of Ethics. And so we have the ability to police our sales force. It's pretty good. And it's lasted for well over 100 years, and it works. And the realtors and the brokers, respect the system. I would say the vast majority of our members never fall into I would say disagreement with the association or something of that nature. But we hear cases all the time, and we have arbitrations and grievance cases all the time. We have a committee set up that hears them, and the board ratifies. It's a pretty unique system, and it's, I would say, a lot of power.
Cliff Long, excellent job today. Vivian Lehman, as always, thank you both. Wonderful work today. Most importantly, though, thank you for joining me today and every weekend here on You Have Real Estate. We'll see you next weekend for yet another show of You Have Real Estate. Here with my good buddy Carter Burks with Carter Water at a house doing a full house install. Now, we're not in my house, but I do have this system in my house, and I love it. Thank you to Carter Water for what you guys have done for me.
Absolutely.
Not only am I saving money every day, because we're not buying bottled water anymore, Carter, the shower feels totally different now. Why is that?
Well, because you don't have any hardness in your water anymore, Justin. Calcium, magnesium's gone, the chlorine's gone as well. So all you have is good, clean water.
And the cost. I paid $0 up front, and literally the cost of a couple of bottles of water per month, all while having much better water. Why is the Florida water so bad?
Well, because we come from the Florida aquifer. The aquifer is polluted. It's full of everything we do up here gets down there. Then the city has to hit it with so many chemicals to make it safe to come out to you.
Right. And we have families. I have a family. I feel so much better now that my family's protected from that bad water. I think what people don't understand is when you're bathing, when you're showering in the Florida water, that's also not good for your health.
It's not, because your skin will soak it up. You just don't drink it, you consume it through your body as well.
And what kind of process is that? Is this a several-day deal? You're going to have to uproot the family, or is this fairly simple?
There's no backhoes or bulldozers involved, I guarantee it. Because our patented technology with NASA and the EPA, it provides good, clean water throughout every single faucet in your home. So whether it's here in the kitchen, in the bathroom, you always are protected with good, clean water.
So when you leave this house today, this family is going to be able to turn that on and drink fresh, clean, healthy water. Is that what you're telling me?
That's it right there.
$0 down, payment plans. You're going to pay so little per month. Do yourself a favor. Call my man Carter Burks with Carter Water today. You will absolutely not regret that decision.
Mortgage rates are at historic lows. In my entire career, I have never seen them dip this low. Now may be your best time to own your dream home and stop throwing your hard-earned money away on rent, refinance to a lower rate to save money on your monthly mortgage payment, or pay off high-interest credit card and other debt. My name is Dallas Lehman, president of You Have Mortgage. No one knows when rates will begin to climb again, but they will and can go back up quickly. Call me today so we can tailor your historic rate and program. Our premier Under One Roof team is here to provide our very best for you.